Here you go. Open sesame. Oh, what's it like out? It's sunny. Well, good morning. I have to grab my coffee. I only have 2 hands. And I'm not an octopus. Oh, okay. Open the door without spilling. Oh, yay. It is a gorgeous day. There's a nice little breeze. Mr. Sunshine is out. Trying to not bang the door. Okay. Coffee is in hand. Let's have a chat. It's been quite a week. Quite a year. If you have a cup of coffee or tea, cheers. Here's to a wonderful day. Is that good grass? You look like you're in the jungle. Yeah. Kitty cat in the jungle. Alright, she is snacking on her grass. I'm going to be sipping on my coffee while I keep an eye on her. Thank goodness for coffee. Oh. Yeah. And I'm going to listen to the birds. Yeah. Chirping away. Yeah, so it's been quite a week. Just when I thought my stress levels couldn't get any more crazier. Why was I ever wrong? Because this past week, my stress levels have been through the roof. Something happened that I never thought would happen. You know, like it could happen. I just never thought it would happen. Like you always think, oh, that's not going to happen to me until it happens to you. And it's like, oh, yeah, nobody is safe. So, yeah, story time. It's been a whirlwind few days and it's just been crazy. So, on the weekend, we had my nephew's birthday. He turned 17. Can't believe it. I'm not sure what happened. It still feels like we went to the hospital to see him for the first time. It's just crazy. You know, you blink your eyes and poof, they are 17 and about to like get ready to start driving, and it's like, what? You know, like I think I'm in the Twilight Zone. It feels like it, yeah. So we went over there to my sister's apartment to celebrate his birthday with family. It was me, my mom, and the boys. We all went together. The hubby stayed home with my dad because my dad is having health issues. They're not major, they're just minor, and hopefully they get situated soon and he'll be back to his self. But he had to stay home, and so the hubby stayed with him to keep him company, and it was a good thing that he was there because he needed his help. So yeah, it was just the 4 of us, and we had Little Caesars pizza. Well, my other sister and my brother were there, but the 4 of us that went together in the car. So yeah, so we had Little Caesars pizza. It was really, really good, and chocolate cake for birthday cake was really good. But it was so frustrating because like they live in an apartment, and to enter the apartment, because you can enter it from the front or the back. Most apartments you can, but the front entrance, it's only one way, enough for 1 car. Okay, so I pulled in. There was a taxi, of course, stupid taxi. He was backing up, but he was about to face me, and I think we're supposed to face the other way. Now there was an ambulance at the entrance, but there was room to go around the ambulance. Now usually my sister said there isn't, but when my mom and I and the boys were walking up, we noticed that there was plenty of room for our car to go around, right? And this guy, this, you know, mother trucker, he decides, you know, we're like right here, and he's like he's doing something like this, and I'm like, what do you mean? What does this mean? And he's doing it from the window, and then he sticks his hands out the window, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? you know, I don't have a Jetson car. Okay, my car doesn't fly. What? Just you should be backing up. So I had to back out, you know, on I think is it just, yeah, 2-lane road, you know, but it's a busy section. Okay, busy section of road. I had to back up, and let me tell you, I am not good at backing up. Okay, I can back up a little bit of a distance, but I cannot back up, you know, a whole lot, because I'm at the bushes. Okay, hi bushes, you know, it's the shrubs, and they're doing construction, so big truck. And on the other side was a curb, which I met a couple times. I eventually made it out, but I was so frustrated, you know, and so I had to just go around and go to the back to enter. And the truck scare you? Yeah, he was loud. He's so rude. Oh, okay. She wants to go back inside. All right, she was up for about 5 minutes. Would have been out for longer, but that truck was a no-no for her. They are the street next to us, and they're redoing the sidewalks now, so it's been lovely. So noisy. Yeah, construction noises, not the best kind of noises. So yeah, so that was, you know, Saturday, and but we had a good time, and it was just nice to, you know, get together with family and eat good food. And then we came home, and that was Saturday. And Sunday, you know, we are relaxing, and the hubby gets a call, and they said that they were from the bank, and then they're asking for a code, and he knew, okay, scammers, so he hung up. And then when he went to check our bank account, guess what? It got hacked. Yeah, but it gets worse. Like, I don't know, how can it get worse? So like, it's been like one thing after another. For some reason, like, I had trouble, like, because the email address I use for my YouTube channel, and that got hacked. I had trouble getting back onto YouTube. I got kicked out of YouTube, you know, because they change, and when hackers get a hold of something, they change everything quick. They change your password, they change the email, the number. They don't waste any time. And it's like, that happened around my birthday last month, and June just started. And it's like, oh my gosh, what a way to start the month. And that was hard, because I almost, like, I could have lost my YouTube channel and everything. Like, I could have got a new email address, but I would have lost, like, everything. I would have to start from, you know, zero all over again from the beginning. You know, and it was devastating, yeah, because all the hard work, it's hard work, but the hubby figured it out somehow. We got it back after about 2 hours. It's like, okay, great. And then, like, it was like that, there was that, and then this past weekend, TikTok, I think I got shadow banned because my last few videos weren't getting views. The last 2 I posted have like 10, 11 views, and I'm like, well, what the heck? Usually it's like 200, 300 something views. Okay, I will have a couple here and there go viral, but that's just once in a blue moon. You know, normal views for me is like at the highest like 300 and something, and but that's good for me. And I was like, they weren't getting pushed out, and I heard about, you know, you get people getting shadow banned and TikTok not pushing your videos out. And it's like, what the heck did I do? So I looked up other videos, and I guess, like, if you post too many times, which is so stupid, you know, why is there rules? It's social media. There shouldn't be like these kind of rules, you know, like, yeah, like, there should be some rules, but like, not like these rules, like, oh, if you're doing this, okay, you're like shadow banned. So like, if you post too many times, or you post your videos are like too long, and sometimes I will have like a 5-minute or more video, but not like every video. A lot of times they're short, so that can cause it. And there are other things I can't remember right now, but those were like the two two main ones, and it's like, what does it matter, you know? And then, like, you know, they think you're a robot, right? They think you're a bot. They're like, yeah, I am a robot. I wish I was, you know? That way I would have to deal with this poop, you know? And so then I was like, okay, well, what do you do? And like, they tell you just to stop posting. One video said stop posting for like 3 days, which I did, but I am like nervous to post again and kind of paranoid, you know, so I'm gonna have to test it out, because it's like, I love making content, and like TikTok is just like a side job. Like, I do it for fun, because us Canadians, we don't get the creator fund, we don't get paid per video, per views, so it's just, it's, you know, shit. I'm sorry, you know what I mean. Blanking giggles, right? We do it for fun, to make people laugh. And you know, and then this happens, and I'm a small creator, right? I don't like I have over, I think 3,000, over 3,000, is it 3,000? I forget. I think, yeah, 3,700. I think I'm close to 4,000 on TikTok followers. But it's like, I don't know, they just stop pushing your videos out, and it's like, okay. And then they want you to, like, okay, kind of be active on other people's videos, which I usually am. So I did that, followed a few new people, made reposts of videos, commented, you know, all that. So hopefully that does help, and they realize that I'm not a robot. So we'll see. I'll test it out maybe later today. But that was frustrating, you know, it's frustrating, yeah, and your videos aren't getting out there for people to see. I want to interact with people. How can I interact with people if people can't see them? So that happened. It's just like one thing after another. It's like, okay, life is lifing, and life is not being so nice, right? Yeah, so Sunday afternoon, he checked the bank account, and all of a sudden our money was going down, disappearing pretty quick. There was an e-transfer for $690. So I'm like, who the heck am I e-transferring? I'm not, you know, and I wouldn't. I don't have $690. So they took, well, I did, but you know, for other things like bills and groceries, they took over $1,000 from us. And it was just a mess. It was so emotional. Like, it was an emotional roller coaster ride, and I hate roller coasters. My emotions were all over the place, and I was stressed. Neither of us slept that night, and the hubby was on the phone with the bank. So what happened is, his SIM card, we live in a scary world, because I didn't know this could happen. His SIM card for his phone got hacked. I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know that was possible. But guess what? It is. I googled it. It is. Yeah, because his phone started to act up. Okay, it started to do crazy things, and the next morning because he kept calling the bank, trying to find somebody to help him. And most of the people were good, but there were a couple that were not helpful. As usual, when you're trying to call for help, you will get a couple of people that are not helpful at all. And you know, yeah, but you are thankful you get somebody who's very helpful and understanding. Because he called his cell phone company. We're with Virgin, and let me tell you, Virgin is the best cell phone company there is, because they figured it out. They knew, because they could tell on their end that his SIM card got hacked. Okay, and they were going to send him one in the mail, and I say were, and it probably is still coming in the mail, but he ended up going to Walmart, because that's where he got his phone, and they gave him a new SIM card for free. So what he had to do was he had to reset everything and put the new SIM card in it, but he had to reset the phone first before putting the SIM card in. And here's the tricky part, because to reset it, they send you a code, and the phone number was changed. Now, they also gave him a new phone number, okay, Virgin, yeah, and, but the hackers changed the number, so they would get the code, but he wouldn't. So he had to take his phone back to Walmart, and somehow the guy reset it, and ever since that, he put the new SIM card in, it's been okay. But like before, he was trying to reset it and he would get these messages in Chinese. It was so weird. Just something else to worry about, you know, your SIM card being hacked. Because like that happened, and then we weren't sure if it was a tap. You know, you do the tap when you pay debit machine, you tap your debit card, you do that, and we weren't sure because we heard stories about that. So that happened to someone we know last year, I think. I said it was the tap, you know, and it's scary. And we live in a fast-paced world, right? And we don't take a time to insert it, but I googled that, but I guess according to Google, the safest way is to tap your card, but I don't know. Like, you don't know if they have a machine outside the building just waiting for you to tap and steal your banking information, you know? Okay, the hubby came home. Had to go get toilet paper. So where was I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so but that's, you know, we weren't sure. And honestly, we still don't know. You know, it could have been the SIM card. Because all the information is on there, on the SIM card, and it could have been that. You know, if they just had a machine and just, like, got it, you know, and the last time he used it was Saturday, getting gas, you know, and it's like, well, was that when it happened? You know, like, and it was his account, it wasn't mine. We have a joint account, but it was his information, you know, so I don't know. All I know is that it's frustrating and it's stressful, and people need to get a life. People need to get a new hobby, because I want to track them down and smack them around, pretty much, you know? And maybe they can go swim with the fishes. Yeah. Honestly. So, like, he was, like, next day on the phone, you know, with the bank, and because, like, we have bills, because what I was stressing and worrying about was bills that I have to pay still, and bills that automatically come out. So, but I think we are good because he called a couple of our bill companies and explained the situation, because our account is locked. So for at least 15 business days, because that's how long it might take, excuse me, for the bank to figure everything out, which is a long time, very long. Yeah, so our account is locked for 15 business days, which is just fantastic. And you're wondering, oh, well, how, like, you know, how are you going to get groceries and that? I did have some change on me, yard sale money. I'm still going to go yard selling, okay? I need to do something. I need to lift my spirits, so we'll be going yard selling. And plus, the hubby sold something yesterday on Facebook Marketplace, so we will have a little extra cash for that. But my mom let me borrow money, of course, thank goodness for wonderful parents. I have to, of course, pay it back once everything is situated and back to normal. Hopefully that would be soon. I hope so, but okay, the hackers are stupid, okay, because right before, like, no, I think, because the hubby went to our branch and he had to sit down and talk to them, and the manager, and when he went to open up our account, you know, and he noticed that they put more money in, they put, I forget how much, like, was it around 300 in it or something like that, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're so stupid. You know? I know, because I probably didn't realize that, oh wait, I can't take it out, because what they did is they went and bought gift cards, because you see that, you know, you see the charges, and there was charges at Shoppers Drug Mart for like 180. I'm like, who the heck spends 180 at Shoppers? They're buying gift cards, and there's even Uber lifts charged. Yeah, it's just, oh my gosh, like, it's a nightmare. It really is. I don't recommend it, you know, because it's scary when somebody takes all the money you have. And I know, why don't you have anything for a rainy day? Where's your money for a rainy day? Like, shut up, okay? Do you know how hard it is to save money when you are a saver but your better half likes to spend? Okay, it's very hard. Now I did plan on doing this, saving money every month for a rainy day or emergency, you know, to like put money aside and to hide it only where I know where it is, okay? But I don't have a spot to do that because of the stupid, stinking, never-ending pain in my arse reno, okay? So once that is done, I mean, I thought the reno was stressful. Oh no, this tops the reno. This was a cherry on a Sunday. Once the reno is done, there's just been a lot going on, and I'm stressed and ticked off, needless to say. I know, lots of emotions, yeah, pretty much every single emotion. But once the reno is done and I have everything where I want it to be, I can like do that. That's always been my plan ever since right before the reno started. But I can do that, but I will only know where it is. Okay, like I said, I like to save. I am the saver. I don't like spending money. Okay, but unfortunately, you know, you have to eat. You know, but it's like, you know, but it's always like that. It's like one person's a saver, another one isn't. He doesn't know how to save. You know, like, gets money and it's like first instinct is go spend it, and it's like wait, you know, yes you could, but how about we, you know, put a little bit aside, you know, do that, or put it all aside, you know. It's just, so yeah, that's a plan eventually, is to start saving and put the money somewhere where I only know about, you know, where the spot is, right? Yeah. But yeah, my mom and dad, yeah, for 2 weeks for groceries and gas. Yeah. So I'm sure like the bank would have done something, like maybe, I don't know, because it's like, what do you do in that situation, you know? But it is scary having like somebody just take that from you, your finances, everything you own, you know, like, so the bank is working on it right now. We are minus 900 and something, no, minus 700 and something. And when you're minus, you pay like $45 fee for going overdraft. But of course we're not going to have to, because they know what's going on, and we will get everything back. Yeah, it's just they have to work on it. So we're keeping an eye on their online banking. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Really not sure. I think it was his SIM card that did it. He got hacked, you know, and that gets hacked. That has all your information on it. Yeah, so he did reset it, like I said, and entered in the new SIM card, and it's been fine working. But it's like, he just got that phone like 2 months ago, and it's like, you can't get a new one. You know, I can't afford to pay this one off, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, I know. Like, if it was closer to the end of his contract, because I think it's like, what, 2 years? Every 2 years we get a new phone, I think, and or is it every year? It's yeah, it's not long. But it's like, you know, you just got that. We would have to pay a whole lot more than I would want to, you know. I know. So now for our banking, hopefully we don't have to change the account. I'm hoping we don't have to, because then we would have to like change everything for our billing companies, you know, to pay the bills and that, our account. Like, oh, so hopefully, you know, yeah. But it's stressful, yeah. That's why there's coffee. I should have put Bailey's in here. Yeah, that would have helped. I know. Yeah. But I had it. I was so stressed. You know, because like I pray. I always pray. And I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. tag, you're it, no tag back, I can't do this anymore, you know, like, yeah, I just can't. I know, so I just gotta trust God that it will all be taken care of and sorted out, and I believe it will be. It just sucks to go through it, and, you know, not to be able to, like, get your money, you know, that sucks too, yeah. Money will still come in, you know, but, like, we can't take money out. So he said that the hackers are done with our account. I think they figured out they were locked out from it. So, yeah. Like, why do people do that? Like, why? Get a life. Get a new hobby. Stop causing chaos. Like, you suck. Like, no. So, yeah. And I would love the reno done. I know. That's another story. That's another video. But yeah. Yeah. It makes me think something good is gonna happen though, because we've been going through a lot. It's just one thing after another, you know, and it's like, you know. Like, I was at the point where it's like, okay, hit me with lightning, please, but like not enough to kill me, but just enough to put me in coma. Because that sounds like the vacation I need right now. A vacation in coma. I know. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if I don't laugh, I will go crazy. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get something to eat, finish my coffee, go inside. I can hear the beep, beep, beep of the construction truck. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's hard to enjoy outside time when you hear that. I like to listen to the birds, not the construction truck. No. Nope. But yeah. Anyways, alright, thanks for having a coffee chat with me. That's what's been going on. Yep. The bank is working on it, so hopefully it'll be sorted soon, and we can get back to normal, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. Until then, I'm tapped out. Like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's just crazy. Anyways. Alright, I'll see you guys next fun video. Take care. Be blessed. And there is a community yard sale this weekend, so we will be going to that. I'll see if there's the other ones. Last weekend there really wasn't a whole lot. I didn't even bother. I know I saw a couple signs in town when I went shopping last weekend, and there was like a couple listed on Facebook, but there wasn't like a whole lot, and I didn't feel like going. I was like, yeah, I'm staying home. It was just nice to stay home one Saturday morning, but there's a community one. And so, and I know there's a couple other ones. There is another community one, but I'm trying to remember if they have it in July, and yeah, I think it's in the summer, maybe. And then there's a church in town that has one. We have a church near us that used to have one every year, and it was like put on by the youth group. I think it was by the youth group, and right before the epidemic they stopped having it. They would have it like every year, like clockwork, and they stopped having it. I guess and it's just odd, and it was just like one of the best yard sales. It was like my favorite one to go to, so like I missed that one. But it is a lot of work though, because like even like the youth are the ones that volunteer. Or did volunteer for that one, but you know, and it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of stuff, and it's like, what do you do with the leftover stuff? I guess donate it, you know. Yeah, that's lots of time to hit up the local you know, thrift store. Yeah, because they probably donate to there. Yeah, so, but there's another church that holds one. I'm not sure if they're going to hold it this year, because they had one last year. I'm just hoping they hold it this year. You know, maybe they will. Yeah, and we did good at that one last year. Got a bunch of what was it, little pet shop figurines. Yeah, and VHS tapes. So, you know, so it's like, yeah, please have that one again. Yeah. So yeah, there'll be more to come, but they will tend to slow down though in our area. After a certain point, they do tend to slow down. Yeah. But there'll be some this weekend, and I need some cheering up. So that's yeah. I have some extra cash, and I'm going to go yard sailing. I know. That's the plan. All right, I'll see you guys next one video. Take care, be blessed, and yeah, that's it. That's life. Life goes on. Yeah. But still, I wouldn't mind, you know, being hit by lightning, you know. Come on, yeah. Yeah, I have, but you know what? You know what? In my luck, my kids would still ask me for something if I was in coma. They would, 100%. If I was in a coma, they would still ask me for something or where something was. Guaranteed. Yep, guaranteed. Alright, ta-ta for now. Bye.